In this video, we're ranking London's transport options. London has lots of transport options, most of which are run by Transport for London or TfL. In this video, we're going to score them on 6 categories and then assemble a league table of the very best London transport. A quick note before we start: London buses are operated by a plethora of companies under contract to TfL, but we'll be ranking them as one service. The categories are route and locations, ease of access, cost, frequency, design, and fun factor. Design and fun factor receive half the weighting of the other categories due to their subjectivity. We start with the Santander Cycles, sometimes referred to as Boris bikes after the Mayor of London at the time of opening, Boris Johnson. This scheme is operated by Serco under contract to TfL, but let's get to the score categories. First of all, we have route and locations. Santander Cycles can be hired from around 800 docking stations across London. Docking stations cover most of central London, although further out areas are not covered. You can take a cycle anywhere, but you must return it to a docking station, otherwise you could eventually be charged up to £300 for stealing the bike. Overall, the Santander Cycles score 5 out of 10 for route and locations, as you can travel anywhere, but the docking stations are only in central London. Next, we have ease of access. The cycles are accessed at the docking stations using a contactless payment card, not a phone or watch, and not Oyster. Or you can use the Santander Cycles app to unlock and pay for a cycle. Finally, you can use a physical membership key fob, which you can buy if you have a yearly membership to the scheme. Once you have paid, you are given an access code which unlocks the bike, and you can ride straight away. Overall, ease of access is 8 out of 10. This is because of the multiple payment methods available, but it would be nice if the cycles accepted phone or device payments at the terminals. Next, we have cost. From the 12th of September 2022, cycles will cost £1.65 for a ride up to 30 minutes, and £1.65 for every additional 30 minutes or less. A monthly subscription can be purchased, which will cost £20 a month for unlimited rides up to 60 minutes each, and £1.65 extra per further hour or less period. Finally, an annual subscription is available, which costs £120 a year with the same conditions as the monthly subscription. Overall, I will give the cycles 5 out of 10 for cost, as they can end up being more expensive than buses, but less fast to get around on. Next, we have frequency. So there are almost always bikes available at most of the docking stations, so I'll have to give Santander Cycles a 9 out of 10 for frequency. Next, the design. The bikes look reasonable. They're not exactly stylish, but the docking stations don't ruin the landscape either. Therefore, the design receives a 3 out of 5 due to the slightly dull design, which has a slight lack of character. Fun factor. The unlocking process is quite enjoyable, and punching in the code makes you feel like a spy. But when you get on the road, you realise that you're on a bike and it's not as fun as the trains. But you do see more of London than if you were scrolling through your phone on the tube. So overall, 2 out of 5. This brings us to a total of 32 out of 50, a reasonable effort for the humble bikes. We will be back in the next video when we will be scoring the Bakerloo line on the London Underground. Until then, don't forget to like and subscribe. On my last video, almost 75% of you weren't subscribed. We could have nearly 100 subscribers if you click that button. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!